And what's the motherfucking deal, YouTube? This your boy, Coach Dante, in the building. Here with the video, here with the Astros weekend review in their series when they won 3 or 4 out of the Anaheim, Los Angeles Angels. I don't know why I keep calling them Anaheim. I should have just, I was trying to call them Los Angeles Angels because I'm used to them being called the Anaheim Angels, but shout out to the people that supported my channel. We're 17 subscribers away from 4.4K. Let's get right into the video. Don't y'all forget to later today, I have the White Sox versus the Mariners and the play-in tournament game, Minnesota versus the LA Clippers. Now let's get into the video. Let's get to this season review. Maybe a pretty long video, but I appreciate if you guys watch it. Just drop a like. You don't have to watch it, but if you love Astros baseball, y'all will listen to the video and get all the details on this series this coming weekend. I will not be doing Astros baseball tonight. Later tonight at 8:40, they will be going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We will have Luis Garcia on the mound tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Reason why I'm not doing that game because, you know, the play-in tournament game will be at that time. So I'm going to be doing the play-in tournament game. But I will be doing at 2:40 on Wednesday, the Astros game at 2:40 when we have Framber Valdez back on the mound, I believe, against Madison Bumgarner. So I will be available in doing that game. So here we go. Let's get right into the video right here. So Astros first game of the series, they win this game 3-1. It was a close pitching duel. Great little pitching. It was a great pitchers duel right here. I really liked it. I really liked it what the Astros did, especially with Framber Valdez. I really liked it what Framber Valdez did in this game. I really thought Framber Valdez pitched it really, really well. I thought he was really, really good in this game today. And that game early on, I thought he struggled in the first inning. He struggled a little bit in the first inning, commanding his pitches, but he managed to get up out of the inning. But after that, he was in cruise control. And Shohei Ohtani, you know, he's a great pitcher. He's a great hitter. He's great at everything he does. He had 9 strikeouts in the game. Framber Valdez had 6 in this game. But both pitchers went scoreless in the second inning. But the turning point in that inning, in the third inning, Shohei Ohtani gets the first 2 people out. He strikes out Altuve. He gets out Maldonado, who led off. I think he struck out Maldonado. And he strikes out Altuve, who had a rough night. 3 strikeouts. He went 0 for 4. But Michael Brantley stepped up. He hit a double to right. He hit a double to right field. Almost hit a home run. Just probably an inch shorter within that yellow line. Within that yellow line from getting a home run. Then Alex Bregman hits a curveball out to left field to make it 1-0 Astros. Then the game stays scoreless all the way until the 8th inning. The bottom of the 7th inning, Framber Valdez got in a little trouble. But it was Mike Trout, I believe, coming to the plate. Mike Trout came to the plate at that point in time. He hits a ball to shortstop. Jeremy Pena had an easy. If he throws it perfectly, he's nowhere near safe. But Jeremy Pena made a mistake. He threw an error. I believe he threw it too low. He kind of threw it too low. He backhands the ball in the hole, and he kind of threw it a little bit too low. He threw it a little bit low, threw it a little bit up, and pulled the pull. He pulls Yuli Gurriel off of the bag, and that's Mike Trout ended up getting safe. If it was a perfect throw, Mike Trout beats it out. Mike Trout doesn't beat it out. He's still out. But Jeremy Pena, the throw pulls Yuli Gurriel off the bag. And the very next at bat, it's the turning point of the game. This is where the turning point of the game came from. Anthony Rendon damn near hit a home run. It was just an inch away from being fair, but it ended up foul. That was the turning point right there. Everybody thought the ball was fair, but it hurried up and trickled an inch small of the fair line, and it went to the foul line. Then the very next pitch, Varmer Valdez gets a double play out of Rendon, who already grounded in one to earlier in the game. He ends up getting a double play ball, grounded out to double play ball, and right after that, and that ended the inning right there. So that ended the damage. The very next inning, at the top of the 8th inning, Alex Bregman hits a home run, ends up hitting the home run to left field, and following behind him, Jordan Alvarez hits a home run to deep center field to make it 3-1. The Angels got their run in the 8th inning as well. They got their run in the 8th inning off Phil Maton. That was with Fletcher. When Fletcher came home to score. And after that, we go to the ninth. Astros was scoreless in the ninth. And we had Ryan Presley comes in. He closes the game out with a 1-2-3 inning. And he gets the save right there. So Varmer Valdez was the MVP of this game. Pretty much, I thought he was, because he set the tone pitching. He kept the Angels scoreless. And the way the Angels batting lineup was, they had Shohei Ohtani batting first. They had Mike Trout batting second. They had Anthony Rendon when healthy. Anthony Rendon is a solid player. He's a 20 home run guy. They had him in check. So, like I say, the top guys went over. They went over pretty much, and Varmer Valdez end up closing the game out, end up shutting them all out. And you got to give key. The Astros don't win this game if it ain't for Varmer Valdez pitching. I know 2 home runs came from Alex Bregman in the clutch, and they scored in the home run from Alex Bregman in the clutch, pretty much, and from Jordan Alvarez. But like I say, the pitching for Varmer Valdez, coming off a good year last year and out pitching one of the best pitchers in the league, Shohei Ohtani, when he was dealing earlier on. And I got to give credit to Varmer Valdez, and also give some credit to the bats too, because they were running that pitch count up on Shohei Ohtani as well. After the Astros scored that run, they was running that pitch count up. They was pitching them into full counts, forcing them into full counts, and that prompted, Luke Piniella to pull him out of the game, and that's when the Astros kind of got into the bullpen and kind of got a hold of the Angels bullpen. So otherwise, the Astros win this game 3-1. We're gonna go to the next game, and we're gonna go to the Apple TV ball game when the Astros won this game. They won this game pretty much 13-6. 2 pitchers when it's in this game was Jake Odorizzi and Detmers. Detmers was the pitchers in this game for the Astros, for the Anaheim Los Angeles Angels. Rafael Montero got the win, and Ortega got the loss for the Angels right here. This game started off pretty much. Jose Altuve had an 0-for-4 night with 3 strikeouts. Jeremy Pena also had an 0-for-3 night with basically 2 of his with strikeouts, I believe. Yep. So first inning, Jose Altuve kicks it off with a home run to left field. He was up in the count, I believe, 3-1 or 3-2. He got a ball over the plate. He crushed it to center field, to left center. He ends up hitting a home run to kick the scoring off. Jared Walsh singles to left, scoring Shohei Ohtani. And the next batter, Rendon goes to third, and we got Jake Odorizzi throws a wild pitch to score. That scored Anthony Rendon. So he started off not on the good foot, pretty much. But the game stayed scoreless. The game stayed scoreless until 4 innings. I believe, like in the fourth, like the third inning, pretty much. The third inning, Jake Odorizzi got in a little trouble. He was able to get out of it. But the 4th inning comes from a Letmus Diaz home run to left field, which is Detmers tried to throw a ball in on his hands. But, Lemus Diaz done a great job of keeping his hands back and knocking it to left field. And then we head to the 4th inning when it was tied at 2-2. Jake Odorizzi gets in a little bit of trouble. He gets in a little bit of trouble. I think he brings Blake Taylor in. He brings Blake Taylor in to get him up out of it, get Odorizzi up out of it. And then in the 5th inning, Jose Siri, who had a big series this series as well. I really like Jose Siri. Cannot wait till Jake Myers comes back. I think those guys are going to be the future of the Astros center field. I think Chas McCormick would probably be the odd man out, and the Astros will somehow trying to find some trade bait for him and use him as a valuable piece. But Jose Siri and Jake Myers, I think those guys are the Astros center fielders of the future. I really like this guy. This guy can hit for power. He's very, very fast. He starts off the inning with a base hit for Jose Siri. Jose Altuve brings him home on a ground ball to third. I think Jose Siri still second base. It was a sacrifice fly that took Jose Siri to third, and then Jose Altuve grounds it to third. Jose Siri, what he did, he waited on to Rendon. He waited on Rendon to throw the ball to first base. He took off running, and the first baseman, if he'd have threw the ball perfectly to home, he would have got Siri out, but he threw it really, really wild, and Siri scored on it, and made it 3-2 Astros in the 6th inning. So we had Rafael Montero, I believe, come in. He pitched a clean 6th. I believe he came in. Yep, he come in. He pitched a clean 6th inning. And then the 7th inning, the Astros erupted for 8 runs in the 7th inning. It started with Alex Bregman in the 6th inning. Alex Bregman hits a home run to left field. So that gave him 2 home runs on the series. In the 7th inning, the Astros erupted. Erupted for 8 runs, which started with Jeremy Pena with a home run, his first home run of the season, his first major league home run while his parents was interviewed. That was a special moment. Michael Brantley comes up. He hits a double to left center to score Jose Siri, and Alex Bregman reached on an infield single to score Martin Maldonado. Jordan Alvarez comes back up. He hits a double to right field to score Michael Brantley. Lemus Diaz hits a single to right field to score Alex Bregman. And Kyle Tucker hits a home run to right field to score 3 runs, which is Jordan Alvarez, Diaz, and themselves. And we go to the 8th inning with the Angels side. Barojas hits a double to right field to score Jack Mayfield. Kurt Suzuki grounds out to third to score Jared Walsh. And Barojas scored on a Wade single. And in the 9th inning, you got Kyle Tucker coming up. He hits a home run to center field. And we have Jared Walsh in the 9th singled in. Jack Mayfield, who was 2 for 2 in that game. But right now, like I said, that game, the bats showed up pretty much. They were hot in this game. Situational hitting, working pitch counts. They were very aggressive. The pitching ain't show up too much, but the Astros bats did. And the Astros prove in this series they can pitch and hit. When they're not hitting, they can pitch. When they're not pitching, they can hit. They showed that in game 2. They were not pitching obviously too good, but they were hitting very well in this game, which resulted into 13 runs. And Jake Odorizzi gave you 4 innings. He had 2 runs, 1 come off a wild pitch. Rafael Montero got the win. He pitched 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Blake Taylor pitched 1 inning, 1 strikeout. He didn't give up a run. He gave a 1 hit. Brian Abreu, 2 strikeouts, pitched a clean inning. He gave up 1 hit. Baez gave up 3 hits, no runs. And Blanco gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 strikeout for Blanco. So that will take us to the third game of the series, which is the Astros. Pretty much couldn't get anything going in the third game of the series. They really couldn't get anything going. The pitching matchup was Noah Syndergaard versus Justin Verlander pretty much. The bats didn't show up. The Astros got shut out. Verlander pitched a great game, but give credit to Noah Syndergaard for out-pitching him. He only got one strikeout. That one strikeout, I think, was Chas McCormick, or was the only strikeout. I'm not sure who was the only strikeout of the game. I believe, yeah, that was Diaz. Okay, Aledmys Diaz was the only strikeout of the game. The Astros only had 2 hits in this game. I think McCormick had one of them. Yeah, Chas McCormick had one of the hits right there, and Kyle Tucker had one of the hits. The hit came in center field. And the second inning, that's when the one score started with Jared Walsh hits a home run to right off Justin Verlander. And after that, it was a pitching duel throughout until the 8th inning. Ryan Stanek tries to throw a 99-mile-per-hour fastball by Mike Trout. He ends up hitting out the park to center field, and that led to a 2-0 game. And now I don't think the Astros would have won this game anyway. They wasn't hitting the ball well, and Iglesias comes in and shuts it out, shuts the door on the Astros. It was just one of these games where the pitching showed up, the hitting just wasn't batting well. The Astros was making contact all night long. They just couldn't get it to go anywhere. They just couldn't get any good breaks. And Noah Syndergaard was just out. He just outpitched Verlander in the pitching duel. And the Astros were making contact. They just couldn't get the ball to go anywhere. They just couldn't get a break. And this is one of these games that the Astros just couldn't find it in. And the hitting just wasn't there. So we're going to go to the final game of the series, which it was another pitcher's duel. There was another pitcher's duel until then. So the pitching duel, it was Jose Urquidy pitched that day. He gave up five. He scored. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 run, 2 strikeouts. The home run he gave up to Astros ex-player Jack Mayfield. He gave up a home run to him. After that, he was in cruise control after that, pretty much. Both pitchers pitched it blank first innings. And the second inning, Jack Mayfield gets a fastball right over the middle, and he crushes it to center field, pretty much for Jack Mayfield. And the Astros and Suarez, they pitched 2 clean innings all the way to the 4th. Suarez was getting in a little bit of trouble. I think Lou Piniella knew he was getting in a little bit of trouble, so he took him out after pretty much the 2 walks. The difference was 4 walks for Jose Suarez. He walked 2 people. He walked 4 batters. 2 walks came from Maldonado, and 2 walks came from Jose Siri, the same batters. The first time that happened, I believe that was in the 3rd inning. I believe that was in the 2nd inning, I believe. He walked Martin Maldonado. He walked Jose Siri back to back. I think Pena came up and got a base hit. And I think a pop-up came by Alex Bregman. Well, Jeremy Pena had a base hit, and it could have scored. And Gary Pettis, you could make an argument. He could have scored. It could have scored. It could have actually scored Martin Maldonado, but just because he wasn't that fast, he didn't want to chance it against Joe Adell, who didn't have a great arm. And then the very next batter comes up, I believe. I forgot the very next batter after Jeremy Pena. The very next batter after Jeremy Pena was Alex Bregman. He lined out to center field on a shallow. He didn't want to tag up Jordan. He didn't want to tag up Martin Maldonado because it was too short. And like I say, Mike Trout threw a ball away from the line pretty much. And, you know, of course, when you're running down the line, you don't expect You don't expect a bad, pretty much throw by Mike Trout, but it was a bad throw. But Martin Maldonado wasn't going to expect that. But then Yordan Alvarez comes back up. He hits a ball to center field, which goes right back to Mike Trout on a scoring line drive. And that ended the inning. The very next inning, we get into some controversy. You got Urquidy on the mountain. I think you had runners at first and third. No, one out. You had Tyler Wade. Tyler Wade had got on with a bunt single. I believe you had him going to third. You had runner on first base. I think after Tyler Wade hit, let me go back. Hold on, guys. Let me go back and check there. Couldn't check their batting lineup. I don't know how they had their batting lineup for sure. Yeah, I don't know how they had their batting lineup, but after Tyler, I forgot who flied out to right field, but a batter hit the ball to right field. And Kyle Tucker catches the ball. He throws it on a perfect throw to get out one of the fastest runners in the league in Tyler Wade, and Martin Maldonado gets the tag on him, and he ended up being out. But there was a lot of controversy also as well. Did he chip the plate? Did he slide, and did he hit the plate first? And the throw by Kyle Tucker was a very, very good throw. It was a great throw. The throw made that play, what if he was safe or not, closer than when it was. But the throw was really, really good by Kyle Tucker. He threw it kind of off balance, and it was a perfect throw and a great tag by Martin Maldonado. So after that controversy, fourth inning, we go to the fifth inning, same lineup. Martin Maldonado walks again. Jose Siri walks. After that, I think they brought on a new pitcher. He struck out Jeremy Pena. I think he struck out Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena didn't even swing at the bat. He didn't even swing. He got caught looking, and I think he threw a wild pitch right after that. Next pitch was a wild pitch to Alex Bregman, and then the very next pitch, Alex Bregman pretty much singled, and it brought home Martin Maldonado and Jose Siri, and that was the end of the inning pretty much. So the Astros took a 2-1 lead. Going into the sixth inning, and after that, the Astros picked two scoreless innings. Both teams pitched two scoreless innings. Back into the ninth inning, back into the eighth inning. Jeremy Pena scored. Jeremy Pena scores on a wild pitch. After Jeremy Pena, I believe he had a leadoff double. Right there. And Chas McCormick hits an infield single that scored Alex Bregman pretty much, and was 4-1 right there. And then we go to the ninth inning where the Astros didn't score, and we go to the ninth inning right there when Ryan Presley pitched a scoreless ninth inning right there. So that was the series recap right there. The Astros, the difference maker of that last game was pretty much the at-bats they put up. They made Suarez work pretty much, and they capitalized on some big hits in that game. And Jeremy Pena had a big series. He was 6 of 16. He was pretty good in the series. Jose Siri had a great series, and the pitching staff was very, very good in the series, man. So I'm really impressed. Can't wait to see what the Astros do against the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. This is the Astros weekly recap review series against the Anaheim Los Angeles Angels. This is your boy, Coach Dante, and I will call it a night. Shout out to everybody that support the channel. We are not far away from 4.4K subs. I will see y'all later, guys. See y'all at 3:10 when I will be doing the White Sox versus Mariners tonight, and we will have Clippers versus Minnesota Timberwolves in a play-in game. So we will see y'all. I'm out. Good night, everybody. Go Astros. We're up out of here.